Morning boys, welcome to session 7 ng module 2. At this point dapat na-download nyo at na-aral yung aking PowerPoint on word problem solving using Venn diagrams. Okay, at this point, na-cover na natin notations, set relationships, set operations. We have used Venn diagrams extensively also. So for this session, we will review the 10 entry ticket items. That's FA 6A. Okay, balikan din natin paano fill out ng Venn diagram given a word problem and answer the succeeding questions and answer one item from our answer simultaneously from our worksheet. Okay, worksheet number 4, which should post along with this material. Okay, so let's begin by answering. Oh no, reminders muna pala. Very important ones at that. Next week for Monday and Thursday classes, ang inyong SA1 Part 2 ay sa Monday, no? September 26. And for Tuesday, Friday classes, sa Tuesday the 27th. Okay? Other announcements will be provided by your teachers. But do prepare for the summative. This will be mainly on problem solving. Okay, so it will be focusing on whatever you will talk about today and on Thursday or Friday of this week. Okay? Next, sali kayo ng problem of the night. Konti lang ang sumali nung nakaraang Wednesday. Sayang ang plus points. No? Remember, the reward is 1 point sa summative assessment. Okay? So, keep joining the problem of the night. By this time also, dapat nag-post na rin yung winners from last week. So, you can check out our problem of the night website. Okay? Next, practice. Pagpatuloy ang practice sa Cerebri, naka-open na dapat by today exercises 1.1 to 1.5 on sets. Okay, in particular, bigay ko na rin ito. You may already start answering exercise 1.5. Okay, now we'd like you to practice using all exercises under each topic on Cerebri. However, 1.5 is quite special in that it's the summary of all sub-exercises from 1.1 to 1.4. Okay? And in particular, yung inyong progress sa exercise 1.5 will be recorded as part of the formative assessments. Okay, you can check out your Google Classroom for the rubric for assessing your progress. Okay, the goal, of course, is to reach 100% ninja. Okay, mag-alala, napakatagal pa ng deadline ito. Sa November pa. So there is no excuse not to be able to do this task. I suggest you start doing it as soon as you get to master the last topic on Venn diagrams. Okay? So after today, perhaps, or the end of this week. Right. Now we proceed to the entry ticket items. Okay? There are 10 of these. So number 1. Again, baka hindi lang sa inyo in order. Naka-shuffle yata yung question order. Nonetheless, it's the same questions. Number 1, study the Venn diagram below. Which of the following are elements of A? No? Ang dami nagkakamali dito. In fact, kahit sa huling summative assessment, dami nagkakamali. Pag tinanong what are the elements of A, ang dami na ang sinasagot lang halimbawa ay ito lang yung nakikita nila dito sa region na ito. Sina Bert, Rosita, and Count. And if you notice, these are, some of the beloved characters in Sesame Street. Anyway, ang dami sa summative assessment and exercises, sinasagot pag tinanong which are elements of A. No, the only elements they answer are these, which they can find in A only. But there's a difference, no? Bert, Rosita, and Count are members of just A. But if you, let's not forget that these two elements here, Abby and Cookie, are also elements of A. Nandun pa rin sila within the circle of A. So technically, part pa rin sila ng A. No? So the correct answer for this item is all these 5 elements. Bert, Rosita, Count, Abby, and Cookie are all elements of A because they are still within the loop of A. Tama? By that same principle, the answer to the next one, syempre, are Abby, Cookie, Telly, Zoe, Elmo, and Oscar. No, silang lahat naman yan nandito sa loop ng B. Okay, so sila yung elements ng B. Right. Next. Which of the following, given the Venn diagram, are elements of A or B? Elements of A or B. By this, you will have to recall, sinabing A or B, no? You'll have to recall a certain set operation. And when you say A or B, the conjunction or refers to the union of two sets. You know? So A or B means the union of A and B. And from our past sessions, remember that the union of two sets includes all elements that are either in A or in B. In fact, sa shading, no? If we shade the union, don't we shade all of these? Diba? Sa union ng A and B. So, ang sagot dito, the elements of A or B, or the union of A and B, are all of these. Sina Bert, Rosita, Count, Abby, Cookie, Telly, Zoe, Elmo, and Oscar. Lahat yan ay nasa union ng A at B. Okay? So, dapat check nyo lahat yan. Pag meron kayo yan isang hindi chinek, rather, at least one. Or nag-overcheck kayo, pati si Gordon sinama nyo, you'd be wrong in the formative assessment. Okay? Next, study Venn diagram. How many elements are in B prime? How many, ang tanong dito, no? How many elements are in B prime? Remember, B prime, one way of thinking about it is not in B. No? Si B prime, complement of B. Elements are not in B. So, titignan mo lang, sino yung mga nasa labas ng loop na ito? No? Because everything that's inside that are elements of B. Elements of B prime, on the other hand, are all other elements. All elements inside the universe outside of the circle of B. So, ang sagot natin dito ay sina. Not sina pala. No? How many elements? So, we count. 1, 2, 3, 4 ang tamang sagot. No? Sina Bert, Rosita, Count, and Gordon. Okay? Next. How many elements are in the complement of the intersection of A and B? Now, the complement of the intersection of A and B, kaya natin ito, no? If you go by Venn diagrams. Remember, sisimulan natin sa loob. Mula sa loob, and then we work our way out. A intersection B is this region right here. Yeah? And so, its complement is everything that is not that. In other words, everything in the universe that's not Abby or Cookie. Sino yun? Ito mga to, no? Nasa labas ng intersection. Everything inside the rectangle, but outside of this intersected region right there. Tama? So, how many elements, therefore, are in that set? We go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Dapat ang sagot nyo doon. Okay? 8. Next, study the Venn diagram. How many elements are in A only? Ito yon yung A only. Pag sinabi natin A only, member lang, no? Kahit kung Tagalogin mo nasa A lang siya. If, let's say that these are two, I don't know, restaurants, if you will. Restaurant A and Restaurant B. Some people who are in this region, they like Restaurant A only. The people in this region are the people who like B only. While, yun nasa gitna, no? These people in the middle like A and B. So, pag tinatanong, how many elements are in A only? Ito yung kanina na usual mistake, no? Na sinasama nila, hindi nila sinasama yung gitna. Pero when the question is A only, then that would have been the right answer. Ito lang yun, A only. Kasi ito, although 10 is still in A, it's also in B. No? So it doesn't satisfy the condition that it's in A only. In other words, the answer to this question, how many elements are in A only? The answer is 15. Okay? Pretty simple. Next, study the Venn diagram. How many elements are in B? Okay, B. Hindi sinabing B only. Ang sinabi, how many elements are in B? In other words, it's the entire loop of B. So we count the 10 as well as the 5. So 10 plus 5 gives me 15. Tama? Those are, that's the number of elements in B. And then I think this is the last one. How many elements are in A and B? Remember, yung A and B, as opposed to yung kanina na A or B, which pertains to the union of A and B. Now, literally, A and B, A and, the conjunction and, pertains to intersection. Now, an element has to be in both sets A and B. So how many elements are in A and B? We look at the intersection right here in the middle. My answer is 10. Tama, no? Napakadali naman yan. Kaya natin yan. Okay? Meron pa lang dalawa. How many elements are in A or B? So, parang kanina ito, union. Alam natin ang gagawin dyan. Sino ang cardinalities na pasok sa union? We have 15, we have 10, and we have 5. So, add lang natin yan. 15 plus 10, that's 25, plus 5, that's 30. Dapat ang sagot nyo sa question na yan. No? And then, how many elements are in, ito, okay ba to? Just A or just B. Or, remember, a union yan, ano? So, we're taking the union of two sets. Ano ba yung set na ito? Si just A. Remember, ito yung set na yun, yung may cardinality na 15. This is the set containing the elements that are in just A. So, that's a 15. Let's park that here. Or, we add that cardinality to the region that pertains to just B. Itong kabila, just B. So, mag-add ako dyan ng 5. My answer, therefore, is 20. No? Elements that are just in A or just in B. It does not include the elements that are in A and B. Okay? Just in A nga or just in B. Okay? Yeah, I think that's it. There. Now, let's answer one item from your worksheet. This is item number 1 of the word problems. Kung inaral nyo mabuti yung material, napakadali nito. No? Survey of 80 consumers revealed their preference in terms of, I think, bacon. Yeah, bacon. 37 like the taste of bacon A, 41 like the taste of bacon B, and 27 like the taste of both. Okay? Kapag ganito klase mga problems, nakita natin sa PowerPoint, napakadaling sagutin kapag may Venn diagram. And because of the nature of our problem, we see that we have a total number of 80 consumers that were part of that survey. So you can already imagine, that's the cardinality of the universal set. Yung 80, yun ang pinag-uusapan natin. And then you see bacon A, bacon B, and they seem to have elements in common because there are 27 consumers who like both A and B. So pag ako ngayon nag-drawing ng Venn diagram, again, as usual, you start with your rectangle labeled as U. No? Convention natin yan. That should never be absent when you're drawing Venn diagrams. And then again, because of the context of the problem, we draw two overlapping circles. Yeah? Kasi meron tayong, our sets are joint sets. So they have elements in common. And then we name them. Depende na sa'yo kung paano pagpangalan. Pero most conveniently, I guess, we use A and B also as the, problem states. Yeah, A and B. And now we fill out our Venn diagram with cardinalities. Natandaan lagi, kapag nag-Venn diagram tayo ganito, what you're doing practically is splitting your Venn diagram into 4 regions. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 4 regions of the universe. Okay? Nakita na natin yan paulit-ulit over the last few sessions. No? Now, you saw also from the PowerPoint, that's easiest to fill out such a Venn diagram when the cardinality of the intersection is present. And that's true for this particular problem. No? And we see it. Let's change the color of our ink to maybe green, orange na lang, orange. Look at this condition at the bottom. Yeah, 27 like the taste of both bacon A and bacon B. So that should already give us a hint na etong 27 ang cardinality na intersection. And where do I put that 27? Very good. Dito sa gitna. 27. Okay? And now, once we have the cardinality of the middle, we work our way out. Papalabas ang pag-accomplish natin ng Venn diagram. Now, let's proceed to the first statement here. 37 like the taste of bacon A. Okay? Now, yung iba nilalagay dito, 37. Naku po, mali. Mali yan. Sir, bakit mali? Because among those 37, remember, they like bacon A, si 37. However, 27 of them, besides liking bacon A, also like bacon B. And when we wrote the 27 at the intersection here, we have already accounted for the 27 out of the 37. Diba? So what we do is, we take the cardinality of A, and we take away from that the cardinality of the intersection. Kasi ayaw natin mag-double count. So, tanggalin mo dyan yung 27, leaving you with 10. In other words, ang ilalagay ko dito, not 37. Ang ilalagay ko dun ay 10 na lang. And that agrees with the given. Look at this, ano? Let me erase this annotation here. If you look at the first statement there, 37 like bacon A. Tama pa rin naman based on the diagram. Because A is still this loop. And how many elements are there? Look, 10 plus 27 pa rin naman talaga eh. You're 37. Tama? Oh, so no problem. So by that same principle, to use the second statement, 41 like a taste of bacon B, again, I will not write 41 here because 27 of the 41 have already been accounted for. So instead of 41, I'll take the difference between 41 and 27. Tanggalin mo na yan. No? That's what? 14? So 14 yun ang lalagay ko dito. Okay? Now, tandaan, hindi pa kayo tapos ha. Remember, magagamit natin itong information na ito. 80 consumers were interviewed. So, asan yung 80 na yan? Look at this. When you add your 10 plus 27 plus 14, no? What would we get? O, ito. 14 plus 27, parang kanina lang dito, 41. Plus your 10. That's 51. Okay? Sino yung 51 na yan? Those 51 people are those who like, remember, pag in-add mo to lahat, yan yung 51. But look at the diagram again. What region has a cardinality of 51? Sino yan dyan? Ito lahat in-add mo 10, 27, 14. Di ba pag in-add mo yan, you're talking about all of these regions. Yung tinawag natin kaninang regions 1, 2, and 3. Lahat yan. In other words, yung shade natin, isn't that the union of A and B? Tama, di ba? That's the union of A and B. So in that case, it's important also to note that the elements in the union are the people who like either bacon A or bacon B. However, sir, but 51 lang? 18 in interview. What do you think? Correct. Kasi may mga tao, perhaps, sir, na ayaw nung A at ayaw din ng B. O, di ba? They like neither A nor B. And how do we find that? Again, based on the PowerPoint, remember, we take the cardinality of the universe, and then we take away from that the cardinality of the union of these two sets, leaving me with what? 29. Okay? Where do I write the 29? Correct. Dito sa labas. 29. Yeah? So now your Venn diagram is complete. And now, answering these questions is much, much, much more easier. Okay? Much easier pala. Much more easier. Much easier. Now, number one. Question A. How many respondents like the taste of just bacon A? Oh, just bacon A, ha? Ang dali na nito. Sir, ito lang yun. 10 lang. Just A. I should not include 27 because the 27 also like B. So my answer here is 10. How many respondents like the taste of bacon A or bacon B? A or B, remember, it's the union. Nakuha natin kanina yan. We added 10, 27, 14. Our answer is 51. Huh? How many respondents like the taste of just bacon B? Bacon B lang. Sure, eto yan. Yung 14. Correct. So 14 ang sagot ko dyan. And finally, how many respondents like the taste of neither bacon brand? Yun yung purpose kanina. That's why we accomplish our Venn diagram completely. You make sure that all regions have indicated cardinalities. Kasi magagamit yan. May mga tanong na ganyan. No? Neither bacon brand, I go for the 29 outside right there. 29. So, di ba, dali lang. The key is to accomplish your Venn diagram. And accomplishing your Venn diagram, the key there is to use the information provided properly, and more specifically, kung given yung gitna, no? Cardinality ng gitnang region, the intersection. You start from there. You see how easy it is to work your way outside, no? Kapag nasimula mo sa gitna. Okay? It's a very, very easy exercise right there. Hopefully, you get to do the same for items 2 onwards in the Venn diagram. The one only with the 2 loops, ha? After this session, you palang study yung the one with 3 loops. Okay? So, what's left to do, sir, for today? What you need to do is, before the period ends, you take FA6B. Okay? It should have posted already also. It's 6B is a Google slide form. Okay? Google slide pala. Google slide. And then before the next math session, ito, basahin yung 31 to 33, pages 31 to 33 of your elementary algebra textbook. Okay? I also provided a link to a YouTube video. Hindi ako gumawa nun. I just found it online, which suits our language as well. Before you do those muna, ha? Read the book, watch the video, then you take FA7A. Okay? Now, again, for 6B, I'm allowing you to collaborate with your classmates. You can work together, okay? With anyone that you'd like. However, each student is still to submit his own work. Okay? Magtulungan kayo, no problem. Pwede mag-compare, magtanungan. Pero bawat isang student ay magsasubmit before the period ends. Right? Again, if you have any questions about the material, you can send me an email and I will answer you as soon as I read it. Alright? Thank you.